them as well. Coming into our game number 3 and our halfway mark for our grand final solos, day 2. As AOW Mike ends up getting sent out of the air. Yeron starting with some problems. Beautiful parry, though, coming through as the Valda. Yeron just trying to hold on strong for as long as possible. Ends up getting pinned inside of the corner here. AOW's Mike trying to see if he can hold strong. Doing the best of what he can with the best of his ability here as he ends up trying to see if he can find some stuff. Beautiful hits towards this as AOW's Mike gonna try to see if maybe he can go for the quick reset here. Goes for the quick shield. Looks like he knows that he's going to be on the inskirts of this building here potentially. And it looks like he's going to be on the outside though. Actually ends up getting duped. And it looks like he's going to be able to try to see if he can find it. Beautiful hits though towards this inside. Nice hits with the dagger. Gets the parry, but it looks like a player might be coming through on the inside here as AOW's Mike is going to be able to shut down Yeron for the finish.
Oh, we love to see it. Mike off to a tear already. Wolves Kai Bao coming in. Wants a piece of it, though. Kai Bao here on Tarka. And, you know, Kai Bao always pretty confident here onto the Tarka. Mike, though, trying to turn things around here with the longsword. Kai Bao looking for a couple of resources here. Wants to find an optimal way to go in, but Mike finds an armor swap, and Kai Bao going to be on the receiving end of some huge pain here from AOW's Mike. 2 players pressuring him, but it's GG Shaw who picks up the elimination, takes it away from AOW's Mike, and Mike gets his shields completely stripped off here. He's got Shaw put in the corner, though, but the ult comes through, and this is not where Mike wants to be. GG Shaw with that Akko's ult, absolutely huge here, locking down Mike. Mike gonna go in, able to come in with the invisibility. Shaw knows Mike is gone here, so he's just gonna wait. Gonna take the reset. He's got that longer duration ultimate, means he's gonna get some extra mileage out of it over Mike's ult here. Looking to find him. Mike comes through. Shaw just gonna back off a little bit, gonna scale rush away. Decides he doesn't have enough ultimate left. He doesn't want to take this fight that early into AOW's Mike. XCG's Wang Liang on the back foot here. The Akko's are rolling, but T225 here coming in onto the Tarka G, trying to take control of the neutral. WBG Spider coming in, looking to find his early elimination this game, but T225 able to clutch it out. Comes up, gets a huge heal there from the Soul Bloom, but Spider doesn't want to get away. Spider gonna go for the no ult zone here to cancel out T225's ultimate. Now coming in with the carousel, gonna get the extra juggle off of the grapple, and that's gonna be it for T225's WBG Spider, able to pick up his first elimination. But J-Team's Action waiting in the wings, sees the no ult zone, wants to figure out what's going on, comes in, takes a little poke here. WBG Spider not happy with the situation though, gonna scale rush topside. Spider turning in, looks to go for the carousel yet again, is able to get the 1-2-3. He bluffs J-Team's Action, makes it happen here. Action going low, the F comes out. Action looking to make something happen, and this might be it. WBG Spider might be starting to pop off as he walks away with 2 eliminations.
Unbelievable. What a stretch of the imagination here. Able to play this the way that he just did here, and is able to get the finish though, as he ends up being rewarded for that though with those 2 eliminations. That's going to be absolutely massive for him. Okay, he's been working towards this 8th place, second 2 eliminations, 31.9. He still has a long way to go if he's really going to see himself in the top spot, but he also needs to realize that he's going to need to really get these finishes as well towards this, so he's going to have to pay attention to a lot of the momentum that's really going forth here. As now, let's see where the rest of these players are going to start to try to show up here. As GG Shaw looks like he's going to ricochet in. It looks like he's going to head towards his realm of Yang as well. He's going to try to play this to the best of his ability here. Tries to play the smart. Let's see if he has the opportunity for it though. Love to see it. Obviously, it's only going to be pretty good for him though. Obviously, the shutdown being very good, very helpful for him. It looks like KLA's Fang also in a very similar situation as well. So here's my question to you. In a lot of these situations here, some of these players like really have been just trying to push through as best as possible. What do you think some of these players need to do to really see themselves in that top spot? See themselves get a dub in the top spot here.
I mean, realistically, you got to look at players like AOW's Mike, GG Shaw.
Right.
These guys they're always making it to final circle. They've got at least 1 elimination under their belt. And it comes down to that level of consistency.
Right.
If you want to be where these 2 players are right now, you have to be playing consistently every single game. You're allowed to have 1 bad game. Realistically, if you're playing 12 games here, in the grand finals, you're going to have one game where you get like no points or maybe 1 point, something like that. That's going to happen to you. That's just statistics. That's how it works out. You can't be on top all 12 games. That would be absolutely insane. But that game doesn't hurt you so bad when you play consistently. You know, AOW's Mike hasn't really gotten hardly any MVPs here in the grand finals, but he's sitting on top because every game he's putting up 5 or more points. If you can put up 5 or more points every game and then you have one big pop-off game, it's hard realistically for anybody to catch up to you. And we see that happening here. So unfortunately, you know, this is our 9th game of our 12-game series. For some of these other players, it's more and more out of reach for them to come out on top. They just need to come in. For those players who are sitting around, you know, 7th or below, they have to hope they pop off every single game, and they have huge games like we just saw Panda Man have, right? You know, 6 kills, first place finish, double digits is huge. We watched Panda Man jump all the way up from 8th to like 4th or something like that. Panda Man put himself in gunshot range of being able to be top 3 now, but he has to continue to have incredible games because he hasn't had consistent games. Consistent games at this point aren't going to buy him, you know, into that top 3 because everybody who's in that top 3 is just playing consistently. Now he's got to pop off.
Has to be able to pop off here with the best of his abilities here. That's a great insight coming in from our main man himself, Aruna Keeper TV. By the way, if you want to follow us on Twitter, make sure to hit us on Naraka Esports and Naraka Bladepoint, the game official. As obviously you follow our Twitters here at official.br and at RuneKeeper TV on Twitter as well. We do live streams full time as well, and try to we try to do as much as possible because we love doing our streaming as much as possible. Meanwhile, WBG Spider is trying to catch GG Shaw in a beautiful space, almost catches inside of a corner here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call that bully time. Here's GG Shaw trying to see if he can find a space here for this, but it looks like Spider's gonna have the upper hand and gets the finish. Doesn't give GG Shaw much of an opportunity here really to catch it, but this is exactly what WBG Spider needs to do. He needs to start nerfing Shaw and Mike early, getting those early eliminations to get them out of the game. That is what he needs to do if he's going to see himself really in a higher place. If they're not getting points, he should be, and that's the idea that he needs to do if he's going to really see himself in the next position that he wants to be in.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Shaw, great elimination. Mike realistically needs to be next. But again, Mike is that consistency player. And here we go, by the way. This is the first real bad game that GG Shaw's had where he goes out early. So this is exactly what we were just talking about, right? You're realistically in 12 games, you're going to find yourself having a bad game. As we take a look back here on the Realm of Yang, we see OUG's Panda Man here going head to head. I do believe, if I can take a look at the name here, Kaylee's Fong. I'm not sure who's going to come out on top here because that Justina freeze is pretty huge into the Tarka. Tarka, though, has got to find something if he wants to go for the victory. If another freeze comes through, there's nothing you do. There we go. It's going to be the infinite from OUG's Panda Man, and he capitalizes on it, man. Panda Man off to an absolute tear. Kaylee's Fang found out here by AOW's Mike. That Yang depletion pretty hard onto Kaylee's Fang. Fong gonna pop the ultimate, but Mike is not deterred whatsoever. Fong able to go topside, just double, triple burns the ultimate, says, I have got to get out of dodge, and he lives to fight another day.
Absolutely insane. Beautiful way to escape in that situation here. That really could have been bad in a lot of different instances here, but he was able to get that finish the way that he wanted to. And I mean, look what happens though in that situation. He's able to do exactly what he needs to, and just like that, he's back at it. Game could have been a totally different. And obviously it's going to be a lot better for him as well towards this one here. See if he can get that finish towards this as well, and does a fantastic job of it though. Let's see if maybe he can find any more of a progression coming through towards this, as AOW's Mike is going to be able to see if he can work towards this. AOW's Mike is able to go forth with the rotations as well, trying to see if he can make it a little bit easier for himself.
Yeah, Mike just trying to get outside that no ult zone. He doesn't want to take a fight at a disadvantage when he's got the resources to burn. You know, why am I going to fight Fang inside a no ult zone when I've got my ult, I've got resources, I've got better armor? I'm just going to go outside, and Fang can sit there if he wants to, man. Like, he knows there's no resources here. This has been picked through. He doesn't have to take this fight if he wants to. Look at this. He's coming in. He's trying to bait Fang to the edge of the zone. You see how Mike's staying here where he's got the option to scale rush to get away if he wants to. Fang, if he comes in and starts to lose this fight, Mike can continue to pummel him. But if Mike starts to lose, he's literally just within scale rush or teleport distance away from the no ult zone, so he can get out and just pop the ult immediately. Mike gonna back off though. He sees another player in the distance. Bong just chilling in the old zone, taking zone tick over and over again. And realistically, Mike now can just play gatekeeper. He's just got to figure out where Fang's trying to come back in, and Mike's going to be able to punish this since he overstayed his welcome here in that no old zone, and now inside the zone, taking a ton of ticks. Fang going to get the pot off, but Fang only 56 seconds left on that Yang depletion. Mike trying to come through here. Fang must be thinking about trying not to give an elimination away here to the Yang depletion. I think he's given up his life at this point, but Mike just needs to do a little bit of damage here onto Fang, and then when Fang goes down to the depletion or the zone, Mike gets the elimination for free. Fang coming in. Mike, there he is. He finds the hit. He doesn't even realistically need to do too much more here, though. Mike risking it for the biscuit here. Not a great situation. No old zone comes down. Mike's got to go. He has got to get out of here. He's got to break the ankles of Fang. Fang, no way for him to come back, get rid of that Yang depletion. Mike did some damage. He's got to hope that one Fang goes down, that he had enough damage on him long enough ago that Fang will be a kill under his belt here. If not, Mike wasted a lot of resources here, but he's able to get back in the zone. Long 2 seconds left remaining here. He will go down, but nobody gets the elimination. So AOW Mike puts in a lot of work, doesn't find the elimination he's hoping for. Unfortunately, it's not what he was hoping for there. Turning now to WBG Spider and OUG's Panda Man. Spider looking to get a little bit of payback onto Panda Man. The roles reverse. Panda Man on target, and now Spider on Akos. Looks like he's going to find the elimination here onto Panda Man. No, the bow shot comes in, and that locks it down and secures it for WBG Spider. Panda Man getting griefed here by OC Zhang Yu. Oh my goodness, no! But then Spider goes down!
There is so much happening, and that was just a replay. That was so much happening, and that was literally just a replay. This is the type of things that you expect coming out of Naraka Bladepoint Pro League here, as anything realistically can happen in these instances. Meanwhile, D225 and Panda Man coming through for the run back, ladies and gentlemen. We saw them have the same fight in the very first game of our game number 7. Meanwhile, they're back at it again. Can Panda Man able to clutch this up, or is T25 is going to get revenge on the man himself that is Panda? Meanwhile, waiting for the charge for the dual blades, is able to connect them beautifully on each side. Both of them is going to be able to connect them. Waiting for the charge, as now he's able to pop his ulti and is going to start to cause these issues potentially, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough, as Panda Man has just hitting his momentum and able to piece it together. What is Panda Man on right now? He is switched up. Meanwhile, Kai Bao absolutely bullying Zhang Yu in this circle here. It looks like he's finally going to be able to call out his ulti here in this type of circle here. Obviously waiting for the point here where he's still going to be able to come through, but he looks like he can't be able to go anywhere. And it looks like he keeps getting ricocheted right back into the space. Can't really go anywhere, as Kai Bao just gonna have to fight this out on the inside with the skin of his life, as Kai Bao has him getting juggled. The question is, can Zhang Yu hold it? And it looks like he's not able to, though. 39 seconds left on the clock here. Waiting for the ulti to pop, and it looks like he does, as Kai Bao is also gonna pop his ulti as well. It looks like they're gonna ricochet on each side here, trying to see if they can capture it on each side. He's able to catch Zhang Yu on this, but now not able to do enough, as he does get eliminated, and Kai Bao is able to get the fruits of the labor here in the realm of Yang.
Man, Panda Man coming back with a vengeance today. This man is riding high after that last game, that MVP, 6 eliminations, 13-point game. Oh my goodness, JDG's Chu Zhang just getting cleaned up by AOW's Mike, as we turn our attention over here. Kai Bao as well, picking up 2 eliminations, still holding on to a top 5 position. Wolves Kai Bao, this is not where we have seen Kai Bao recently. You know, love to see my boy Kai Bao here from Team Wolves. Wolves, you know I love you. Oh, Woo, coming in hot this game. Kai Bao looking to make something happen. But same with Pandaman. Pandaman has moved into top 3 off the back of this performance. And man, you know, Mike, this is another crucial game for Mike right now. GG Shaw goes out early, right? This is huge for Mike. Mike needs to hold on here, continue to cement the gap that he was able to create between himself and GG Shaw. It's going to make it that much harder for Shaw to catch up. Pandaman, though, also, you know, if he has another 13-point game here, Mike going to need to start sweating bullets and be worried about GG Shaw and OUG's Pandaman. But Pandaman got to be riding high right now. The fact that he's moved up into 3rd place, he was all the way down in like 10th place at the start of the day, if I remember correctly. So the man coming in, putting in the work, the myth, the legend. We love to see KZ, or sorry, not KZ's Pandaman. He's OUG now. I'm so used to OG Pandaman. You know what I'm saying? When he used to play for Team KZ, but now he's with OUG. I'm just out here defaulting. Because, you know, that's back when we used to see Pandaman absolutely pop off. Crowd favorite. Love to see him here. Sorry that I called you KZ because you're OUG now. But, man, love to see it. T225 coming in here, mixing it up with AOW's Mike Bowdhouse, Wongfly. Wongfly pretty low, but he does have that Akazo pop tier, trying to keep it ticking. Both of these players, T225 and AOW's Mike, really want to clean this up if they can. Wongfly misses the grapple there. The F coming in from T225, making it pretty hard. Wongfly goes low. It's just a question of who's gonna pick up the elimination. He goes sky high. Pandaman, or sorry, no, Kai Bao coming in looking to clean this up. T225 popping the ultimate. He really wants this. He's put in the work. Mike comes in, but wait, who is it? J-Team's Action picks up Zhang Yu, but it's T225 who does finally find the elimination onto Wongfly. The only problem is he's so low, no place to go. Wang Liang slides in and picks one up.
Absolutely insane to be able to find out that next space here. Still able to do exactly what he needs to and is able to get the shutdown. Let's see if they have the opportunity here to find it. Still able to work through so many different things here. And obviously able to do exactly what they need to, though. And obviously, Kai Bao by himself here, still trying to see if he can find any instances that could also help him out. Not able to do a whole lot here, but they're still going to be able to bounce it back in different areas here. Still going to be able to rotate this around, but hey, it really can be anybody's game here in these next couple of ones. So let's see if they're going to be able to find it. Does a good job of that as we look back towards the replays here with a lot of momentum as X-Jin able to bully Zhang Yu into this corner here, right in between the trees. Such a hard place to be able to fight this out as he ends up getting juggled a little bit here, but that A-Coast recovery is just so incredible for a lot of different reasons here. Zhang Yu trying to find everything possible to be able to capture those moments. And it's just going to be able to get those nice hits on each side here. Zhang Yu caught inside of the section here and just struggling to try to find the extra little bits of combos that can be able to complete it as well. I try to go out the window, but it's also not going to be enough as he ends up getting absolutely bullied and getting finished, though, towards that end. What a finish.
I mean, look at how aggressive this game has been to Dobby. We're down to 5 players, and it's zone 4. Right? Nobody in their right mind looking to take a fight right now either. Oh, this is going to be interesting, though. We're going to see the Morse Blessing come through, and it's in the middle of a Bane's Breath here. Mike, with the little tricky trick, comes in, grabs the armor, and TP out.
You don't get afraid of it.
The legendary armor right now. I mean, look, that's a risky situation to be in, but if you're Matari, it's a little less risky for you, right? You're able to get in, you just get your armor, you pop the TP, you get out. But man, you know, always interesting to see the Bane's Breath just come in. Is he going back for seconds? Man said, hold up, let me get some seconds real quick. Ooh, gets hit with the Bane, but he's got the re-teleport to get back out. Finds himself some extra goodies that he desperately needs there. He's going to be forced to spend some resources because of the Bane's Breath coming through, hitting him with the pops. It looks like he wants to come look at the shop. He's going to do a little shopping himself here. He says, all right, look, I'm going to take some of these goodies. I'm going to get some goodies of my own. Mike just on that different level of confidence. Oh, the Bane Breath coming in yet again, though. He's going to be forced to burn 2 more pots here, and that's not where Mike wants to be. You know, he's pretty safe given what he just did there, but unfortunately he does burn 4 pots just to get back to a healthy situation. he might have to burn a 5th because he's not going to have that full golden armor because he's still got a little tick there, but he doesn't want to burn the extra pot right now because he is so low on resources after taking multiple hits from the Bane's Breath there. And Wang Liang, more than happy to just come in and clean up the scraps, man. He said, the risk is gone. Let me slide in, get some goodies, and get on the heck out of here.
I think they're able to do a lot more towards it too, so you are going to have to pay attention to kind of how certain things go. So obviously those advantages can be a little bit easier for some of these players here, as this is the type of circle that we realistically expected coming out of this. Five players alive, circle 4s closing. This is what we expected for some of these games to go, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the level
games
of
to go like this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, again, game 1 realistically came down to the fact that so many players just kind of hiding out there inside of Celestra, being able to use all of that movement and keep things going is why we realistically saw so many players left in game 1, because the aggression in game 1 was just as heavy as the aggression here in game number 3 for the day. Right? I mean, I don't think we ever caught a break. Heck, this is the longest break I think we've seen all day in the action. And as soon as I mentioned the word break, AOW's Mike and XCG's Wang Liang going head to head here. Mike just pumping in the damage onto Wang Liang. Wang Liang forced to burn the ultimate here. Very unfortunate because that resource is gone, so he doesn't really have the safety net. He's just kind of gonna find a little hiding spot here while he waits to get some of that rage back. Mike already on the hunt looking for him. He heard the ultimate go down, and he's like, I smell weakness. And he comes in, he's going to find J-Team's Exjin hiding in here. That Abyssal Aura coming in from the dagger, followed up with the uppercut. Mike going to see that armor shredded. And again, not a great position for Mike. He had to burn a lot of those shield pots already because of the Bane's Breath hitting not once but twice. And here he is going to be forced to burn even more of them after J-Team's Exjin puts the business on him.
I mean, obviously, they're able to put through how certain things can work out. And then, obviously, Kai Bao trying to keep the game alive. They've done a pretty good job thus far with some of this stuff. I'm going to be honest. Like, I think the way that they've done in certain instances, I think they've been fantastic. And I think now it's all about if they can honestly maintain. But it's the same thing with Panaman, too. Panaman, I mean, like I said, it's just been playing out of his mind, right? And that's fantastic. It's great that he's gotten to the point where we can really see him just absolutely dust. So now I need to see him do this about 3 more times. That's what I want to see out of him.
I'm 100% with you. Unfortunately, you know, we talked earlier about there's an elephant in the room, a little spider-sized elephant. And,
right.
I think we got to talk about it. We haven't talked about it. You know, he picked up 4 kills this game, but even off the back of those 4 kills, he's still in 9th place. He is over 30 points behind AOW's Mike. It's mathematically possible for WBG Spider to come back and win it all, but he has to have 3 incredible pop-off games, and AOW's Mike has to do nothing. GG Shaw has to do nothing. OUG's Panda Man has to do nothing for those 3 games. I hate to say it, and you know what? I might end up putting my foot in my mouth, but I'm gonna say it. I think the nail's in the coffin for WBG Spider. I think he has let the bad games get to his head. He came into this game, got 4 eliminations, and then goes out. I think he's gonna come into these next 3 games and he's gonna sputter out. He's not gonna do a whole lot, and I don't think there's any way he walks away or champion, Dobby.
Really? I think I don't know, man. I still think 3 games are enough time. I think, like I said before, it really comes down to he has to grief those 2 players. Those 2 players have to be griefed in order for him to realistically have a shot at really getting the dub. That's what I see, and that's what I notice. Now, obviously, when it comes to all of the other abilities and certain things that they could be doing, you're absolutely right. They should be able to, you know, if they're good, they should be able to figure it out. They should be able to make it happen, but obviously, that's not necessarily the case, if that makes sense. And yeah, I think it's a little scary to think that. I think it could be too early. I'm not afraid to admit that, obviously, he probably should have done that in some way, shape, or form. But obviously, I mean, sometimes you have those bad games, and obviously it's not as easy as you think it is. So obviously, yes, it is a little hectic. It is a little Let's hope that they do come back and come back a little bit stronger. I would love for them to come back a little bit stronger and harder than ever. But obviously, it's going to be tough for them to find that. It's tough for him to find that momentum for him to really get back to that place. And let's hope, honestly, let's really, really hope that maybe he finds it in these next couple of games here. But obviously, between the top four, Wang Liang's, Kai Bao, Mike, Panda. I mean, if anything, Panda has no shot in this moment for sure, and he's further down. So I can only imagine how far down the other players are going to be in this situation here, as AOW's Mike is just trying to scale up here. They're not really trying to fight, too. This is also funny.
Well, I mean, look, there's 4 players left. They're just trying to make the most of those kills count, right? They don't want to fight unless they absolutely have to. Every little fight that they take burns in extra resources. They run the risk of, you know, popping the F or being forced to pop their ultimate and then not having it for these final moments. And I mean, this zone collapses in 5 seconds. There's going to be no zone left. There's a lot of Tarkas here. We do have Wang Liang, who's positioned pretty good because he's playing Akos, right? So he can potentially lock down multiple people with his grapples, throw them into the zone. If he's running the the V2, he gets that extra healing from grabbing onto people as well, which is going to be really good for him. Mike over here, he's situating himself, and this is the thing: is look at this. Mike hasn't won an MVP today. He's just consistently been here. This is what we talked about earlier, right? You know, you talked about what it takes to be in the top and be here, and it's you don't have to be super flashy all the time. You just have to play great and play consistently. That's what Mike excels at doing. That's what he's doing here. Like, he doesn't even have to come out on top here. Oh, massive parry, though, onto the Panda Man. Panda Man going to be forced to pop the ultimate here. Mike so low, though. Oh, my goodness, he picked. No, Kai Bao goes down. Wang Liang comes in, picks up Panda Man.